Hello everyone, this is Crystal Potthoff from Prayerful Arts, and I have a super cute Pysanky ornament that you can create with anybody. These are very, very easy. Don't be concerned about all the different stuff on it because they're very, very easy to do. And I am going to show you how I did this one in the video. So let's get started. So I promise this really is an easy snowflake to draw. So this is, or snowflakes, I should say. So this is how I will draw my snowflakes, and particularly the bigger ones, not so much the smaller ones. But so I use my template and I look for the marks that say 60. So there's 6 of them that say 60. This one says 90, 60, but so you want to look for all the 60s. And I'll put it on the egg, and then I'll lightly draw the lines. So, but I'm going to draw them heavier. Oh, just did that one. Okay, that's okay. I can fix that. Okay. Got all excited about drawing it. Didn't pay attention. So there's the one that says that's 60, that's 60, and that's 60. And of course, this will be a little bit more challenging on your egg. So you have, I do mine with 6 points. You can do yours with 8 if you want. You can do it with 5, any number you want. I do mine with 6. And so the very easiest one is you do that and you just put a little ball on the end of each one. Now I think that looks better if you have a small snowflake. So if you want to dress it up, you can put these little things on it, right like this. They just kind of go all the way up on each side. And you're just going to do that with wax. That's all you do. Right like that. And then if you want to dress it up, you can put some more dots in there if you want. Okay, then another very, very easy snowflake to draw is this. You just do this, like you're making a little tree thing. And just do that on all of them. Really simple, very, very simple. That's, we've done this kind of thing here before. If you have a really big snowflake, you can make, I'll just pretend like this is one of the branches, but you can make a line off and then have them, if you can do that. You do need a little bit more room to do something like that. But so you do that all the way around. Okay, so you get the idea. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put a couple of big snowflakes on this white egg. And this is the other great thing about doing a snowflake. I don't really divide the egg at all. And usually I will divide my egg into at least the 8 sections, but we're not going to. We don't have to put any dividing lines on it. We're just going to put a couple of really big snowflakes on the white egg, and then we're going to dye it in the light blue, put some more snowflakes. We're going to dye it in, I think I'm going to use the turquoise, some more snowflakes, and then I'm planning to do royal blue. And those are all Ukrainian gift shop colors. The very light blue is one I make using a tablespoon of prepared light blue, a tablespoon of vinegar, and a cup of water. But anyway, so first we're going to start with putting the snowflakes on here. So we're going to take, and I'm going to intentionally move it off a little bit. So it's going to go like that. And there. And here. Okay, so that's going to be one. And I think I'll put one up here. I do try to make it meet at that center point on these lines. Of course, these are just my guidelines, and then I'll put one more right here. And so this is a great Pysanky for kids, for beginners, because there's not a lot of measuring and that type of thing to do on it. Okay, I'm going to use my Delrin, but I'm going to use my alcohol lamp, so I have to get that ready. Okay, here's my alcohol lamp. And the reason I'm using it is, well, I doesn't have as much soot on it. It burns a little cleaner. It actually burns a lot cleaner. But you can certainly use a candle. I'm just happen to be using this. Hopefully it will light. Oh, you know what? It hasn't wicked all the way up yet. Let's give it a second. Okay, it looks like I've got the flame going now. So I'm going to set it on this. And I know, let's see, maybe I can. Ooh, that was the wrong one. Okay. You can kind of see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm using my Delrin medium. And we might switch to fine for the later ones. Oh, there, now it's really just flamed up there. I don't know if you saw that in the video. The alcohol must have worked its way up there. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this off. So it was kind of gunky on the outside. Heat it up some more. All right, now we're gonna put it in the beeswax. Wipe it off again. All right, now we are going to draw 3 big snowflakes. So, okay, I'm gonna write. I'm gonna draw the long lines first to there, and then I will do this one and this one. I think that one should be a little bit longer, and then we'll do this one. All right. Yeah, maybe we'll make this a little longer up here. Okay, so I'm actually going to do the one where we come out and do that. So we're going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to do that on all those other ones. And then I am now going to do one here. I don't really want these to overlap the white ones because they would all look white. You wouldn't be able to tell where one snowflake was and the other one wasn't. Okay, that one's, I think, a little smaller. Okay, so I'm going to do the little things like this on here. All right, just like that. Do that on all of them. And I kind of alternate, and it doesn't, I didn't really count how many were on each side. just kind of making it work kind of thing. All right, so we'll do that. And then here's our last one. And I'm going to draw the long line again. And then we'll draw these. And that. And this. And now that I see this, I'm kind of debating if I should put another one down here. We'll see. Maybe not. All right. So now what do we want to do on this one? Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to do little circles that go over the line, just like that. Look how easy that is. That was a terrible circle. Oh my goodness. And then we'll do one right at the end. Okay. To me, this always kind of has like the Dr. Seuss look in the books when you're doing these. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to dye it in the light blue, and then I'll be back. So here we have our Pysanky that has been dyed in the very light blue, which is, as I said, a tablespoon of the prepared light blue, tablespoon of vinegar, and a cup of water. And I think I use boiling water. I'm not sure if you have to because the prepared dye. But anyway, you get this beautiful robin's egg blue. So now what we're going to do is add some more snowflakes. I'm not going to draw lines with the template, although you could for this part, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to get my Kiska. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's good. And now we're going to add more snowflakes. And I'm going to put the wax, it'll go over the top of the wax that's there. But when we take the wax off, the blue is going to look like it's behind the white because the white was put on first. So let me show you how that looks. So we're going to have one. Like I said, I am not going to measure this out. I'm just going to draw it. I didn't do that very well, but that's okay. Just going to kind of eyeball where I think the 6 lines would be. And I'm making this a little smaller than the ones that were there before. Or the first ones that I did. But not tiny. So let's see. We want to put something on this. So let's put well, let's put the dot one here. And you don't have to repeat it. I just am. Although I always think it's nice to have repeating elements on an egg. All right, so there's one that we've done. Now we're going to do another one after I unplug this. This needs to have a little bit of gunk in it. Oh, no, it didn't have a little bit of gunk in it. It had a lot of gunk in it. I'm using my little dental pick here. There we go. Okay. Oops. All right, so now we'll do another one. Get some more wax in it now. So the first time I did 3. So I want to do at least 3, but I might do a couple more. Let's see. I'm gonna do one here. It's gonna be a little different. I'm gonna put a circle, and then I'm gonna put a line like this. A line like this. Now I have to kind of guess where I think that looks good. And that looks good. All right, now I'm don't want this to look like a flower, so I'm going to add a few more things to it. I'm going to add a little line like this in here. Makes it a little more snowflakey looking, if that's a word. And I guess snowflakey looking can be a word. And I'll just put a little dot here on the end of these. So not terribly complicated looking one, but okay, so there was two that we did. So let's do one here. What do we want to do? We want to do okay, there's one. Or there's two. Okay, so that one will go like that. Now you notice this one has not yet touched any of the white. So I do want to have some of it touching the white. So let's go, how do we want to do this? Let's go here, kind of in the middle, kind of similar to what I just did. And I think what we'll do to add a little more interest to this is put a little fringe on it, right like that. And that line there got a little messed up, but by the time I added the fringe, you don't even see it. You know, this Kiska was writing beautifully earlier, and now it doesn't want to write at all. There it goes. Okay, maybe, yeah, okay. Well, we'll keep that one there. Let's see. So we got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 2 more on here. I'm going to put one here, well, somewhere, and then probably another one up here. And then next I'm going to dye it in the turquoise. So when I come back, it'll be turquoise. And here we have the current status of the egg. It was dyed in royal blue, and then I did a quick dunk in the black. And by that, I mean I put it in and took it right back out just to get it a little deeper shade of blue, so I would get a nice contrast between the very light blue and the turquoise, and of course the white. So I'm going to take the wax off and see what we've got.